Hello friends, this is Vedic Astrology by Rani and I'm here to talk about for the horoscope for every sign. That's right, from Aries through Pisces for the month of December 2021. Before I get started, please remember to subscribe below and remember to leave your comments here too and not in my inbox. And thank you for keep coming back. Here we go. There will be solar eclipse on December 4th in Jyeshta Nakshatra in the sign of Scorpio at 18th degree. So that's a hidden energy, and it's underground. Tamas energies will lead to be replaced by purity at many level for most of us, and those born within 2-3 days of this eclipse will feel the most impact. And of course, Scorpio sign that are born within those degrees will also see the most impact. Okay, we'll talk about each sign, so don't worry at this time. Now, in general, it's time for you to make big changes on a long-term basis and transformation. Dealing with the global warming, we must show respect to the planet Earth. Climate changes, and we need to heal the Earth with our yoga, meditation, spirituality, and positive attitude towards each other, and resolve our differences with each other on this planet. Stay away, and you must. I have been telling for many videos. Please remember to stay away from crowds, public places, and focus on your needs at home, or else for the last almost 2 years now, planets are trying to tell us why we are pulled away from the crowded areas. There is a reason. So when we are home, we are taking care of each other. We are then focusing on spiritual and religious matters, and we learn to enjoy our self and our families instead of running to places where we are looking for praise from the other people. So this nakshatra is to deal with also king making situation. I probably will be making a video on American President Biden also, but I will not be talking here on this in this video. So what is an eclipse is basically its job is to do the cleansing, removing the things that are no longer needed for us and for our loved ones or jobs or spouses or girlfriends, boyfriends, even children. It's painful, but this is what it does, and it's best if we learn to accept the reality with a positive attitude, even though it may be very painful. Now, fiery sun will be in the water sign of Scorpio. It will make you feel like there is a Gandanta-like energy. I have talked about what is Gandanta. It feels like you're drowning literally or emotionally in your problems, even though it's not Gandanta, but it will make you feel like. Now, Mars is a lord of Scorpio. It's in Libra. It indicates issues of marriage and relationships and business contracts will have, and then those kind of activities like romantic relationships. We need to address those matters with cool-headed. The trick is not to get upset, not to get angry, because planets don't like that. Okay. So moving on to starting with the sign Aries. Okay, in one word, this eclipse will be more on a good side for you in general. It will demand you to make changes in how you handle joint finances, requiring a lot of transformation. Be open to those changes and be open-minded when you discuss those finances with your loved ones. Now, Jupiter is moving into your 11th house of Aquarius, and it will stay there for many months. It will help you to expand your social circle, social setup, friends, and opportunities for growth will be there, including you may end up having a new job if that's what you're looking for. Now, Venus will move on December 9th, joining Saturn in sign of Capricorn in your 10th house. It will be there for the most of the month until it goes back in the sign of Sagittarius. So Venus in Capricorn is not good for your love life, but it's actually good for your work or job related matters. Full moon on December 19 will be in your 3rd house of Gemini in Mrigashira Nakshatra. It will give you opportunities for a lot of discussions with your family, friends, all kinds of relationships, even though you will be also again somewhat restless, it is going to still happen. I mean, around this time, you most probably will be reevaluating your friend circle and social setup also. Eclipse will be in your 8th house, impacting your shared assets, your family life, and your in-laws or extended families. You may even feel like some burdens are getting lifted. So eclipses are not all that bad. So moving on to the sign Taurus. Okay, it's the eclipse will be in your 7th house. Expect changes in the areas of your relationship with business partners, spouse, wife, husband, and you need to take it easy when you discuss difficult topics with your partner. Don't be stubborn, be open-minded, listen to each other. Otherwise, this eclipse can cause you big headaches. So don't be tough at this time. Let this eclipse energy move away. Okay, now Jupiter is in Aquarius in your 10th house of career. Be careful that you don't come across at your workplace like, I know everything, overconfident. By May or June of 2022 it will change, but until then you need to be try not to be overconfident. It's better if you focus on learning from the others. Don't, instead of telling them, hey, I know what to do. Actually, it's going to be true for most of the places. You need to refrain from coming too strong when you're talking to the other people. Venus will move into on December 9th into joining Saturn in the sign of Capricorn in your 9th house. It will be there until December 30th. It will help you to attract any romantic relationships if you are single and available, and it will also indicate that you can get some gurus and teachers and mentors if you have time to learn from them. It will really benefit you if you end up going in that direction. Now we have a full moon in Gemini in your 2nd house on December 19 in Vriksha Nakshatra. It indicates that you may have a need to have a meaningful conversation with family members to express your inner feelings. Moving on to sign Gemini. Solar eclipse on December 4th in Jyeshta Nakshatra in Scorpio of your 6th house. So expect some changes in your daily routines and health matters and healing. Expect many changes in your expectations from others and how you carry on your work and in your daily routines and serve other people, or especially in a work related type of situation. Even if you are working from home, you work with people. Even if you are counseling somebody, you're working with people. So you need to be kind of take it easy with them, learn from them, listen more and say less. And overall improve your daily routines so that it will help your health to get better. Have a more disciplined life at home. Jupiter in Aquarius in your 9th house, it will be there for several months. It's a very good placement for you. It indicates that you might be able to find great gurus, teachers, and you will be learning and reading books, upgrading your working or job enhancing skills, including learning about astrology and ancient philosophies like Vedic sciences and all those beautiful classic texts. And then while you're learning, you may become so good that you end up teaching others too. What a beautiful thing you have. Now we have Venus moving into Capricorn in your 8th house on December 9th. It will stay there until the end of the month. It indicates that you may have a good chance at love and romance, at least until it moves back into Scorpio, which may not be then good time for the same. Now you will have full moon in Gemini on December 19 in your 1st house in Nakshatra of Vriksha. It is time to take inventory of your achievements and noticing and appreciating that how far have you come with the things you have achieved in the distant pasts, or actually rather recent pasts. So it's time to enjoy the fruit of those achievements. Moving on to Cancer, you may feel emotionally sensitive. Eclipse is happening in your 5th house of Scorpio, where Mercury is also there. It impacts your children, your creativity, romantic life. and issues you may have to address on these matters without becoming too rough. This is not the time to push your decisions. You will regret later on in these areas. So take care, take it easy, take a deep breath. Then we'll have Jupiter in your 8th house of Aquarius, and it will be there for many months to come, which highlights about shared assets, landed properties, which will be the center of attention of your life. I would say that you will be facing some obstacles requiring you to do a lot of hard work. In addition, please be cautious about your health matters, take a lot of precautions. Okay. Then we have a Venus that moves into your 7th house of Capricorn on December 9th, staying there until the end of the month. It is not the best time for your romantic relationships, or at least until about March or April. So be cautious, don't be hard with the person you love. Take it easy, avoid arguments, and definitely don't make decisions. And even with your children, be cautious, don't make any tough decisions in those areas with any one of them. We have a then full moon that will be in the 12th house on December 9 in Gemini in Nakshatra of Mriksha. You feel the need to do a lot of research for devotion to God or spirituality. At the same time, please be careful how you treat others around you, or you may end up losing people in your life. So just be gentle. Then we have a Leo. Eclipse will be on December 4th in your 4th house of home and mother. It's a very strong energy, my friend. Try not to carry heavy discussions with your mother or matters of home, or making decisions to change your home during this time. Just postpone all those things. Don't think of moving at this time. It's going to backfire and you will be sorry. So just suck it up. So now the Jupiter will be in the sign of Aquarius on June 7th. It's a house of marriage for you, and marital and business relationship for you. For the next several months, it will be a good time to stabilize your marriage life and focus on your work, and that will benefit you. And we have Venus that will move on December 9th, joining Saturn in your 6th house in the sign of Capricorn. It will be there for until end of month, and it becomes retrograde in Sagittarius. Venus being significator of love, you need to be still careful with your romantic relationships. And I'm not talking about marriage. If you are in a romantic relationship, be careful. Marriage is a different ball game. Then we have a full moon in Gemini in your 11th house on December 19 in Mriksha Nakshatra. It's time to reflect and notice that so many of your wishes have come out to be true, and it's time to be thankful that you are in part of the world where you have so much to enjoy. Even though a lot of people may think that spiritual countries are better to be born, like places like India, where spirituality is there, people are able to relax and not chasing so much to the materialistic world. I understand poverty is there, but still many experts believe that once people are rich in the Western world, they are running to go to India to find some peace. Okay. Now we have a sign of Virgo. Eclipse is taking place in your 3rd house of Scorpio, and Mercury is also combust with Ketu there. So be very, very careful with your relationships, with siblings, social network, friends. Don't do confrontations in those areas, or else you will be sorry. Stay away from using harsh words to any one of those relations. Jupiter then will be in your 6th house. Don't overwork or overspread yourself too thin, or try not to take big loans, or you will regret later. And because it's eclipse, is indicating you have to take good care of your health. Okay, so then Venus will be in your 5th house of Capricorn. It will give you opportunities to enjoy with your romantic partner if you are in a relationship of that kind, or with your children if you have them, or it's even a good time to have children if you are trying to have children. This Venus is helpful. It also will enhance your creative skills. Just don't make any big decisions with any of the things I said. because eclipse energy is usually so wild that whatever we do, it changes later on anyway, so you might as well take low profile on these matters. Full moon on December 19 is in your 10th house in the sign of Gemini in nakshatra of Mrigashira. You will see a conclusion or culmination of some projects or assignments, and keep in mind it's not a good time to start anything new, at least not until December 19. You should focus on what you are doing so you can have beautiful conclusion or culmination of your current project. Don't start anything new. Okay, moving on to Libra. So you have a eclipse in your second house of finances, money, family, and eating. Stay cool in these areas. Be careful what you eat, what you speak. Take care of your finances, and don't overindulge in wasting the money away. In addition, it's about also communication. Be very careful what you say, how you say. Keep your head cool. It will create damages if you don't think before you speak. Also, don't spend money on the big projects. Now, if you have to repair something, that's different, something that you cannot avoid at this time. But in general, don't start any big projects of large expenses. Now, you may also experience headaches, especially because Mars being your first house, it seems like that you might feel stressed out or overworked. So practice to take deep breath, relax, and don't worry. After the eclipse, it will get better. Be gentle when you speak with your mother if you have it, and no need to get into argument with her at this time. Now, Jupiter is in Aquarius in your 5th house. It's a great placement for so you can express yourself in a very creative manner, enjoy creativity, artistry. It's an awesome time for your romantic relationships. If you are dating or looking for a partner, it's great. It's time to shine because it's a very creative house, and you will have good relationship with your children. This energy will benefit you. Venus then will be in the sign of Capricorn in your 4th house. Your whole life can take benefit of this energy, enjoying cooking, good food, decorating your home, and festivities. It's time for to enjoy those energies for the most of the month. And now on December 19th, the full moon will be in the nakshatra of Mrigashira in Gemini in your 9th house. It will avail you the opportunity of taking charge of your life in a more satisfactory manner, and if you are studying, it will give you good results to complete those studies also. Hope you are enjoying the reading so far. Now moving on to Scorpio. Eclipse will be in your ascendant. You already must have transformed a lot, and that will continue, and adjust with whatever comes your way. Don't be resistant to changes and transformations. Be patient. This is a massive energy for you. It's a underground. As long as you stay positive and calm and cool headed, this shall pass too. Now Jupiter in your 4th house of Aquarius, it's a good, but it has its upside and down, and especially with your home and with your mother. Be cautious when you deal with the properties. It will bring good earnings for you also. December 9th, Venus moves into 3rd house of Capricorn. It's a great time to enjoy and mingle with the people. You have a good at social setup and for single people, you may end up meeting that special someone. Yay! All right. On December 19th, the full moon will be in Gemini in the nakshatra of Mrigashira in your 8th house. It might make you a bit restless mentally, but it also will bring some completion or conclusion or a beautiful outcome to something that you like it. It may impact or bring a conclusion on your shared assets also. So overall, it's a good month for you. Okay. Moving on to Sagittarius. Yes, you are going through your last phase of Sadhisati, especially if you are a Sagittarius moon Rashi people reading this one. It should be good for you. This Sadhisati is not that bad for Sagittarius moon sign people. You have solar eclipse in your 12th house of spirituality, hospitalizations, expenses. It's awesome time for you to experience spirituality at its best. Being able to feel psychic experience will be great. It's almost like connecting with the other side in a good way, so don't be panic, don't be afraid. Just don't push too much into that direction though. Just enjoy whatever's come your way. It may be a good idea for you to write down your dreams so that you can see what's going on. It will benefit you, no need to panic. It's nice energy. Please know that you are going to see a lot of transformations in your expenses area and your spiritual behaviors. So try not to start any projects demanding heavy payments, or else you may dig yourself into trouble. Avoid it until this eclipse energy is over. But if something you must fix or repair, that's different. But try to take it easy and relax, and just focus on the spiritual matters. Jupiter is in Aquarius in your 3rd house. Not great time for socializing. You may even have a rise in your expenses too. From this point of view too, it indicates the possibility for you to get some spiritual journey to another location, like another city, another town, another country even is possible. December 2nd, on that date, Venus will be in your 2nd house in the sign of Capricorn. Great time to enjoy with your family and friends for shopping, etc. Now then we have a full moon on December 19 in the sign of Gemini, nakshatra of Mrigashira in your 7th house. It indicates some kind of thing that will come to completion, fruition in your marriage area, or with something that you do with others, your business partners, or even that you're something you are doing with social media. Now we have Capricorn. Solar eclipse in your 11th house of cherished hopes and dreams. It indicates that you will have good opportunities to gain profits, or some kind of gains will be there. And if something seems to be too good to be true, then be careful. But you still, I will say that it's time to make your gains. Whatever projects you are doing or work, it will give you good benefits. So we have Jupiter in your 2nd house of Aquarius, which is great placement for your finances, your speaking skills, eating habits, family matters, all that. That is the highlight. So you may have some healing energy even, and you can heal yourself, and you can heal others also with your prayers. And whatever you do for others will benefit them too. That's a great karma, and you should take advantage of that. And you may even feel like you have some psychic energies at this time. Okay, now December 9th, Venus is moving into your ascendant sign, Capricorn. Good time to hit the gym or do your workouts wherever you like to do, at home or away, or even go for long walks in your neighborhood if you are able to. It's a great time for you to make any changes in your appearance also, typically about you, especially for in your face, your hairstyle. Even if you want to have a nice hair piece or want to transplant your hair, it's a good time to do that. It is also a great time to increasing the possibility for you to meet that special someone. Wow, great. Now December 19, the full moon is taking place in Gemini, in nakshatra of Mrigashira in your 6th house. It's time that you will you get the satisfaction of bringing some projects, work, or assignments to full culmination, and you will have the feeling of a job well done. Congratulations. All right, now next sign is Aquarius. Solar eclipse will be in your karma house, in the 10th house of career. Don't be too quick to make changes in your career. My recommendation is that wait until the eclipse energy is over before you make any decision or changes in your job. Try not to overexert yourself in your workplace. You need to take a long breath from time to time. Jupiter in Aquarius in your first house. It's a great energy for your spiritual progress. It may not be that great for your worldly matters, so take little precaution. Okay, you may be dealing with some anxiety or fears also, which are not real, but you feel that way. So don't worry, you're going to worry. Okay, so on December 9th, Venus is in Capricorn in your 12th house. It's great energy for your love life and your bed pleasures. But try to not to get too much into these matters. Stay real, be wise when you are having fun with your partner. Try not to do something unusual in that area. December 19th, we have a full moon in your 5th house in the sign of Gemini in Nakshatra of Mrikshya. It will bring you to conclusion or culmination of a relationships or a creative project, and all the significators of the 5th house matters, including your children. You will be able to reach a conclusion or fullness of those matters. It will give you a lot of satisfaction. Okay, eclipse for the Pisces, and this is the last sign. So Pisces, the eclipse will be in your 9th house of gurus and teachers. Long distance travels, be careful when you receive advice of your teachers and gurus with the mind, because that advice may not be right for you, even though they are right, but be careful how you act on their advice. It's a good time to take some spiritual lessons about spirituality and religion, etc. It will bring some changes in your higher studies, like if you're doing a thesis or PhD, that kind of stuff. It will bring out your best leadership qualities also. You will feel very much free at this time. And now we have a Jupiter that will be in Aquarius in your 12th house. It may make you somewhat isolated, even if you were actually just working at your job. You may be working maybe in a faraway place too. It's just a theme is isolation. You will be isolated. I hope not because of any problems going out there. I don't see that potential within you. So don't panic if you have to work for example, working in a lab, you're alone there, or that kind of places. It will increase your expenses also, so be careful. Think before you spend. It's a good time to spend that money on your spiritual journey, like taking some workshops on spirituality, buying those kind of books, yoga classes, and that's going to give you great benefit. December 9th, Venus will move into Capricorn, which is your 11th house. It will open up your opportunities to go out with your friends and socialize and enjoy being popular. And meet that special one, and you have a chance to meet that special someone too. Full moon on December 19 is taking place in Gemini in your 4th house in Nakshatra of Mrikshya. It will bring to culmination to some of those projects related to this house, especially to your home. And just you just enjoy being home, and don't make any major decisions about your home or mother. Don't act in haste and keep your mind cool. So what is the theme of this month for most signs? I am noticing one thing, that the theme is we will be able to see culmination of projects in the house wherever those energies are placed. So enjoy and keep your cool. We have a new coronavirus variant, Omicron. Please, I'm telling you, for the last 2 years, keep your distance from people, wear the mask all the time, wash your hands or sanitize your hands, and stay connected, appreciate, and stay cool. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, and I will see you next time. Thank you.